everyone, welcome to Student Roots. This program has been created for you, our JCU community. This program has been created for you to learn more about other countries from first-hand guests. So today we have a very special guest. Her name is Leonora and she's from Cameroon. And I'm sorry, Leonora, but I have trouble pronouncing your name. Could you please pronounce it for me?
The name is Lenora.
Lenora.
Yes, I'm Lenora Picha.
From Cameroon, everyone. So we are gonna start with some basic questions about your country for people to know the basics.
Okay.
So where is Cameroon located? Is it in Asia?
No.
Antarctica?
No.
Where is it then?
Cameroon is located in West Africa, or I'd say Central Africa. It's bordered by Nigeria, Chad, and Central African Republic.
And what's your country's capital?
The capital region of Cameroon is a central region known as, with the capital city, Yaoundé.
Yaoundé?
Yes.
Are you from Yaoundé?
No, well, I was born in Yaoundé, but I was raised in another region in the northwest known as Bamenda.
And what language do you speak?
Cameroon has predominantly two national languages. French for the majority, 8 regions speak French and 2 regions are Anglophone. I grew up in one of the English regions and I spoke English all my life. However, there are about 268 different ethnic groups which speak multiple languages.
Local languages.
Exactly, dialects, as we call them.
Wow.
My village is known as Bafut and we speak the language of Bafut.
And I have a question. Are you able to understand other dialects or are they completely different?
Some of them are similar to each other, but they are really different. Very different. I would not understand anything from someone who speaks, say, Ewondo or another language. I would be completely blacked out.
Wow, interesting.
But another interesting fact is there is the street language, which is Pidgin English. It's also, the street language, it's the language of the market. Yeah. I think almost everyone knows who lives in the English zone, for instance, knows how to speak Pidgin English or understands when another person speaks it. Most illiterate people who didn't have the chance to learn proper English and speak only the dialect will communicate with an individual who doesn't speak their dialect in Pidgin English. It's a very informal language and it's completely banned from the formal sector, say schools and offices. You're not supposed to speak Pidgin English, but it's
are you able to understand Pidgin
English? Yes, I do speak Pidgin English with my friends and my grandmom and people who do not speak English, and I can communicate with them in the dialect or in French.
Very interesting. Every day I learn something new, everyone.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and now if I were to visit your country, what should I take? Should I take dollars, euros? What's the currency?
In Cameroon, we use the CFA franc, which is from the Central Africa, from BAC, the Bank of Central Africa. So if you're to go to Cameroon, take the CFA franc. And in terms of exchange rate, it varies as usual, but I'll say €1, it's more or less 500 Cameroon CFA.
And what can you buy with that?
You could buy a bottle of Coca-Cola, a bottle of soda for 500 francs, €1.
And what's your religion?
I am Catholic, but Cameroon is a predominantly Christian country with Catholics, Presbyterians, Baptists, and then you have Muslims, the people from the north and the east of Cameroon.
And what's your country's population?
Cameroon has about 25 million inhabitants. Yeah, it's a very small population, but we have a lot of land and it's a big country.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And now, the political party.
The political party. Cameroon is a republic and it's mostly the Democratic Republic of Cameroon, I'll say. That's the main political party in Cameroon.
So now that you know the basics, we are gonna move to talk about you. Can you tell us about a little bit about your childhood? How was it growing up as a girl and this kind of stuff?
I don't remember much about my childhood, but I would say it was a very simple one. I did everything that a child would do. I went to school. I came back home at 8. I played with my friends. I grew up with my grandmom. My mom was studying and working in another city, so I had my grandmom and my uncles living with me in the same house, and my mom would constantly come to us. Like I said, very simple childhood, going to school, coming back, playing.
What makes a child happy at that age?
Exactly. Running around in the mud, climbing trees, harvesting fruit. It was a fun childhood, I would say.
And are there any phrases that you want to talk about? Like any phrases that are from your language?
My dialect.
Or even in French, or even Pidgin English.
Okay. Je parle un peu de français.
Oui.
But from Bafoot, to say how are you, I would say Abella. Ask you Abella and you respond Abonne.
Abonne.
That's if you're fine, of course. But if you're not completely fine, you keep quiet, and I would understand that
something's wrong.
Exactly. So we tend to promote a lot of positivity through
that's
this.
Beautiful.
It's a very happy culture. So yeah, there's that. And to say I love you in my dialect, you say Nkongungo.
I'm
Pidgin,
not gonna try to pronounce that.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. I'm used to it because it's something that is inborn. It has grown with me. In Pidgin English, if I'm to ask you how are you, I would say how you day.
How you day?
Yeah,
how are you?
Exactly, that's how are you. What have you eaten today? I would ask you. You don't chop waitsi today.
What?
You don't chop waitsi. Chop means food.
And do you understand it perfectly, of course?
Yes, I do, because you grew up hearing it every day in the streets, in the market, everywhere.
That's so interesting, really.
But also another thing is you learn, like as an Anglophone, I learned French in school. It's a language that you have to learn from preschool right up to university.
But in school, for example, in your village, do you learn English?
Yes, you learn in English, so
in
all
English.
the classes are going to be in English.
And then French is just like an extra
exactly.
class.
This is for Anglophones. For Francophones, is the opposite. So they learn and study in English, in French, and then they learn English. But Cameroonians tend to be bilingual. Speak both languages, English and French.
And if I were to visit your country, where should I go?
That's a tough one. Go everywhere.
Everywhere.
Go everywhere, because Cameroonians are very welcoming. When we receive people with...
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel that with you, that you're very welcoming, you're smiling all the time.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing. Yeah. Cameroonians are very welcoming, very warm, and they receive you like with open arms, like wide open. A touristy place to visit will be to see the Mount Cameroon, which is one of the active volcanoes in Africa. It's also known as Mount Fako. So yeah, you should definitely go to Boya and visit Mount Cameroon.
And if someone were to visit your country and go to this volcano, should they climb the volcano?
No. We have a race, the Mount Cameroon race, once every year, and I think just about 2 people have reached the
top.
Exactly, but it has a lot of vegetation, so you'll see that. That's another very interesting thing about Cameroon. It's especially Bamenda. It's the grassland. So you see all kinds of trees, shrubs, tall trees, short trees, grass. It's beautiful. A lot of green.
Yeah. So now, can you tell me a little bit about the food and a little bit about fashion?
My favorite things to talk about. Food. Every region or every village in Cameroon has its traditional meal. In Bafoot, for instance, we have achu.
Achu?
Yeah, it's made from cocoyams, pounded cocoyams, and has a soup in the middle, which is from palm oil and meat and fish and other
A little bit of everything.
exactly and other spices. If you go to the French-speaking zones, you find meals like ndolé. You find meals like poulet DG. You find kui and other different meals in the west region, the Western Highlands. Again, you find fufu and huckleberry. You find eru, which is one of my personal favorite meals. So every region, every village has a traditional meal which is specific to them.
And do you eat these meals like every day or once in a while or special occasions? Or?
Well, on special, like during special occasions, you would predominantly see these meals because it's a traditional, say, occasion. So these meals will be present. But on a daily basis, we don't cook these things every day. Eru, for instance, in my house is a staple meal. My mom will cook eru once every week, but she won't cook achu once every week because it's quite difficult to like pound on it. Fufu, I'll eat fufu once every 2 weeks. So some of these meals, they tend to be very, very local, but we eat a lot of rice as well and a lot of tubers like yams, cocoa yams, plantain. Yeah, but we eat a bit of everything, I'd say. We love our vegetables as well, so we cook a lot of soups and green vegetables. Yeah.
And do you miss the food?
I do so much. Every opportunity I get here in Italy to find something that resembles Cameroonian food, I go for it.
I feel you.
I go for
know.
it. I miss food from home so much. And strangely
It's
enough,
the best.
there is no restaurant here in Italy or here in Rome that prepares Cameroonian meals. It's so weird. I haven't found any. Maybe I'll be the one to make that restaurant someday. Really.
And now a little bit about fashion.
Again, every region has a unique traditional attire.
As it does every meal.
Exactly. So Cameroon is a very diverse, like culturally diverse country. My traditional attire, for instance, is called togo or atogo, and it's handmade. So the material is velvet. I have it here. This is the togo.
It's very soft, right?
Yes, it is. This is velvet material, and every design you see here, every pattern.
Let's put it up.
Every pattern you see here is someone who took the time to actually design these things. It takes about 1,000 minutes, I would say.
Well, this is beautiful, let me tell you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Here,
so
as well.
Exactly.
It
so
has so much detail.
Exactly.
So soft.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so you
beautiful.
go to the market and you place an order, and someone actually makes whatever design you want.
Then do you use your costumes?
For special
Your
occasions in Cameroon, like some people will wear this to church, others will wear it to weddings, others will wear for, I don't know, any special occasions that they have. And something very interesting, you will not find this anywhere in the world. So if you see someone with this attire anywhere all over the world, you know immediately that this person has some kind of Cameroonian origins, because the togo is unique to us. The people from the West also have a similar attire. What I'm wearing, this particular material is from the Western regions, and this is some like new version of the togo, because it has the, like, if you notice, this design is similar to something
this one.
Exactly. So we tend to customize them and just like embrace every different things. We also have the Cabot, and there's a lot. It's just this big.
I love how you embrace the fashion and how like.
I love Cameroonian culture is very, very colorful. Our fashion is very. You find all the colors in the world, all the colors. Just like different designs and patterns on everything that you see. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing.
I bet on this dress you're wearing, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Thank
you look
you so
fantastic. It's time for you to try on one of your costumes.
Okay.
So we'll see you back in 2 minutes.
Alrighty.
So everyone, here we have it. Come on in. Look at this beautiful, beautiful handmade costume.
Yes.
Please, can you talk about your beautiful attire?
This is known as a Cabot.
Beautiful. Turn around. Wow.
It's a very Western, I would say from the Francophone zones.
Mhm.
I already showed you something from the northwest of Cameroon. This is mostly from the Francophone zones of
Handmade,
Cameroon.
right?
Exactly. So someone sat down with a sewing machine
Beautiful.
and sewed this. The Cabot is it's free. It's literally like a sack that you put on. It comes in multiple designs. This is a very simple Cabot, but some of them will have like dominantly all of this. Thank you so much. Thank you. And this is another, like the chain. It's also handmade. Most of our things are handmade.
What about your earrings?
My earrings are also handmade. They are wooden. So someone used a thread, wood, and the pin to make these earrings. So yeah, there you have
Beautiful.
it.
I love
Cameroonian
it.
fashion.
I
Like
love
said,
it.
Colorful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now,
yeah.
this is your time wearing that beautiful outfit to debunk those stereotypes that people have created.
Yes.
That people have created about your
Cut
country.
them off.
So now it's your time to say anything you want freely about what people should know, not should believe. So there you have it.
Yes.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the country Cameroon?
Lakes.
You know the footballer Eto'o?
So, what do you think about those videos you just saw?
First of all, the main stereotype I want to break about Cameroon is Cameroonians do speak English. I'm Cameroonian and I speak English. That's a very, very...
And it's good that you're breaking those stereotypes.
Exactly,
Because
because-
people don't know anything about Cameroon.
Yeah, and the few people who know always ask me, I thought Cameroonians spoke only French. No, they don't. Cameroon also has Anglophones. It's a bilingual country.
With 260
all
other
the dialects. Yeah, we speak so many languages.
It was an honor to have you here in the show with us today.
Thank
I
you.
hope all of you watching now know more about Cameroon than you did before watching this program.
I hope so too.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Bye.